Is your backyard boring? Well, why let all that space go to waste? Why not eat your backyard? Eat Your Backyard is my YouTube channel, where I show you how to turn your backyard into an interesting and delicious place. Over the years, I've experimented with growing all kinds of tropical and subtropical edible plants. On Eat Your Backyard, I share this knowledge with you. It really doesn't have to be that hard growing your own delicious fruit. In fact, I believe it should be fun and easy. The end result should be a beautiful yard that you can share and enjoy with your friends and family. So come on by and check out Eat Your Backyard. See some of our how-to videos on everything from mulberries to mangoes. You might get some good ideas or even give me some good ideas. So remember, Eat Your Backyard. Your place to get ideas for how to turn your backyard into an edible paradise. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll be notified as new videos are made. Alright, thanks for watching. Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I tell you about all kinds of cool ornamentals and tropical fruit and all kinds of things I like to grow and check out in my yard. So here we go, let's get started. Alright, this is a plant, a cactus, that I'm very proud of. I've actually grown this cactus for close to 20 years, believe it or not. Now I have a fundamental issue with plants in general that hurt you. I had at one point grown many plants that would hurt you. That includes the mighty bougainvillea that has thorns which could pop a basketball and inflict very severe damage. I've suffered that damage myself trimming it. That also includes various thorny types of columnar cactuses, column-like cactuses. These things are medieval in nature. If you're around them and you have to interact with them long enough, you're going to get hurt. For me, that really kind of became a bummer, and when I had young children around, it became something that I really wondered why I ever did it. I was really afraid that one of my kids would fall. There's a shadow of one going by. They would fall onto one of these things and suffer injury, and I'd be wondering, why the heck did I plant something that could do that to somebody in my yard? But I found this type of cactus. It's a pad type cactus, and it grows wonderfully. Takes almost no care. It'll take heavy water to no water. It looks terrific, pest resistant, and it's the thornless pad cactus. Now there's probably some fancy name for it, some Latin name for it, but this is a type of pad cactus that produces almost no thorns. They call it the thornless cactus. It produces almost no thorns. Now let's focus on some of the elements. Look at these flowers. These are flowers in that last picture there, that last video there, that we're just about getting ready to bloom. You stay like this for a day or two. They're actually nice, slow blooming flowers. But when it gets to a certain maturity level, I'd say probably about between, year 8 and up, it'll start to produce these flowers. And they are this incredible color red against this beautiful rich green color, and they just stand out. And they're a focal piece. I planted this one near my front door, and I've trimmed it heavily. You have to train this thing where you want it to go. Now, I didn't want this one to go sideways. I wanted it to grow up. I decided I would tree form it. Before we get to that too much, look at this. This is the flower when it's in full bloom, and it has these beautiful petals on it. And like I said, I said this is a thornless cactus. It does have little hair thorns on it, but they're very, very minor and mellow. Nothing like even the prickly pear, which can be actually pretty severe if you get a lot of those little hair spines in your skin. They're very irritating, almost like a fiberglass, and hard to get out. Once the flower falls out, you can see it leaves this kind of hollow area, and that structure there that holds the flower, it'll fall off. I don't know if it's a seed pod or whatever. I've never seen one grow. I imagine it probably does have seeds in it, but You don't need to worry about seeds if you want to grow a cactus like this. If you see someone in your neighborhood, or you know somebody who has a pad cactus like this, or really, I've found any pad cactus, you can grow it just from a cutting. Very, very easily. You just cut it off at the base of one of the pads, and I have some other videos about this. You can check out Eat Your Backyard, check out some of the videos about how to grow cactuses. I've had complete success growing every kind of cactus I've ever tried to grow via cuttings. The trick is you cut the pad, you let it sit for a while so that the place where you cut it kind of calluses up, and then you plant it in the ground about 4 inches, 6 inches deep, and water it occasionally. All right, now look, that's a little like a bud that grows on the side. That one's getting ready to form a new little pad. And look at this cute little pad that grows out of those buds. That's the beginning of a pad. It has those weird red curly things that grow out of the sides. They fall off, but that's a baby pad getting ready to go. Now you'll get lots of pads, and you'll get pads in places where you might not want it to grow. Don't hesitate to cut them off. Cut them off. In fact, cut them off when they're young, when they're little like that, so the cactus doesn't have to devote energy to growing it. Now those two pads above, they're going in the right direction. They're going up. And so I'll probably leave those. But, these things get heavy. They're full of water. Totally full of water. So that pad right there could probably weigh about, 2 pounds. Now that cactus pad needs to be cut right at the base for it to make a clean cut. You don't want to cut the cactus pad in half. It makes it very, I think, ugly, look to it. And, it calluses up and heals over quite nicely when you cut it at the base. Now look at the trunk of this. I'm tree forming it, so I want it to have a trunk. It's getting to the point now where it's not even looking like a pad at all. It's round like a tree, and it has a bark. You can see the pads up top are green, and the bottom is kind of brownish and almost is developing a bark. So I feel as if I've achieved my goal of making this into a tree-formed cactus. There's the example of how I trim it. I trim it right there neatly at the base of the cactus so that it you hardly notice that it's been trimmed, and all the pads have their full shape. It's good to look for pads that are weighing down branches that are growing sideways and lighten the load. If you have a pad to the side that has 3 or 4 pads growing off and it's making it droop down, cut off a couple. You'll see it just kind of raises right back up. I love the way this cactus in particular just kind of shines and has that sheen to it that glistens in the sun, and really just looks fantastic. So hey, go ahead and grow one, and don't forget to subscribe. It can't hurt. Haha. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I like growing cactus. I think you would too. And hey, subscribe to our channel, Eat Your Backyard, and don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Thanks for watching.